This is the most venomous snake ever discovered by humans. And if you are afraid of snakes, you will probably be horrified after hearing about this one. Throughout history, snakes have been feared by humans all over the world, and it's not hard to see why. Just one bite from some of them can be enough to take your life in less than 15 minutes. You may already be familiar with the names of the most venomous snakes in the world, like the king cobra or the black mamba. But did you know that a new super venomous snake was just discovered? This snake has more venom than any other snake in the world. So let's get started and find out all there is to know about this snake. But please beware, because some of these images are so realistic they could make you sick to your stomach. So if you're scared of snakes, we warn you to stop watching immediately. But if you're brave enough, let's go. In 2021, scientists were able to identify a previously unknown species of pit viper in the mountains of northeastern India. Pit vipers are known for their heat-sensing pits on their faces, which they use to detect warm-blooded prey in the darkness. In fact, these pits are what makes pit vipers deadly because they allow the snake to hunt at night. The newly discovered species is named after the local legend of a giant serpent that terrorizes travelers. It is called the Gongshan giant salamander. The main reason why this snake is considered to be the most venomous in the world is due to the amount of venom it possesses. However, despite being so dangerous, not much is known about this snake yet. The reason for this is that this snake is very elusive and hard to find, but we do know that it is a huge snake. Scientists believe that its length can reach up to 13 feet, which is the size of an adult anaconda. According to reports, this snake has already attacked several people. There are even rumors that it devours livestock, but no one has seen this happen. While there are no recorded deaths from bites from the Gongshan giant, it is likely that its venom is extremely toxic based on its size and the potency of other pit vipers. Since this snake is relatively new to the world of herpetology, not much research has been conducted on it. The first specimen of this snake was collected in 2017, and only recently has it been classified as a new species. Because it is so new, many aspects of its life are still a mystery to experts. As of right now, it is believed to live high in the mountains of northern Thailand and the surrounding regions, including parts of Myanmar and China. Because of this, the Gongshan giant is rarely seen by humans, making it even more mysterious and terrifying. In addition to its impressive length, the Gongshan giant is also notable for its unique coloration. It has a dark green head and body with yellow stripes running down its sides. Its scales are also a beautiful shade of blue, which makes it truly stand out among other snakes. But don't be fooled by its beauty, because this snake is truly a deadly predator. One of the main reasons why this snake is so dangerous is because of its venom. As mentioned earlier, it is the snake with the most potent venom in the world. Just one bite from this snake can be enough to take your life. And unfortunately, there is no anti-venom available for this snake's bite. This means that if you are bitten by this snake, you will not be able to survive unless you receive immediate medical attention. However, even with medical attention, the chances of survival are slim. Another reason why this snake is so feared is because of its size. As mentioned earlier, this snake can grow up to 13 feet long, which is the size of an adult anaconda. It is believed that this snake is one of the largest in the world, and it is definitely one of the most powerful. When this snake attacks its prey, it does not hold back. It will coil itself around its victim and squeeze tightly until it suffocates. Once the prey is dead, this snake will then slither in and swallow it whole. Despite its fearsome reputation, the Gongshan giant is actually quite elusive. It is rarely seen by humans, and when it is, it usually disappears into the jungle before anyone can get a good look at it. This has led to many people believing that the Gongshan giant is nothing more than a myth. However, there have been several sightings of this snake in recent years, and experts are now convinced that it is real. They are now working hard to learn more about this snake and its behavior. Although we may never fully understand the Gongshan giant, one thing is clear: this snake is one of the most venomous and dangerous creatures in the world. If you ever find yourself in the jungle and come face to face with this snake, you need to run away as fast as possible. Don't try to fight it or capture it, because you will not win. The Gongshan giant is simply too powerful and deadly to mess with. The Gongshan giant viper is a truly fascinating creature, and we are lucky to have it in our world. Even though it is a venomous snake, it plays an important role in the ecosystem. It helps to keep the population of rodents and other small animals in check. If there were no predators like the Gongshan giant, the ecosystem would be thrown into chaos. For example, let's take a look at the rainforest ecosystem. Rainforests are home to a variety of animals, including rodents, birds, and reptiles. Rodents are one of the most abundant animals in the rainforest, and they play an important role in the ecosystem. They help to disperse seeds, and they are also a source of food for predators. However, if there were no predators in the rainforest, the rodent population would grow out of control. They would eat all of the plants in the rainforest, and this would cause the entire ecosystem to collapse. That's where the Gongshan giant comes in. It preys on rodents, and this helps to keep their population under control. If there were no Gongshan giants, the rainforest ecosystem would collapse. Gongshan giants also play an important role in controlling the populations of other small animals, such as frogs and lizards. By preying on these animals, Gongshan giants help to keep their numbers in check and ensure that they do not become pests. There are many benefits to having a super venomous snake like the Gongshan giant in our world. First and foremost, they are an important part of the ecosystem. They help to control the populations of rodents and other small animals, and they also serve as a food source for other predators. Additionally, they can be used as a tool for pest control. For example, farmers in some countries use venomous snakes to control the populations of rats and other pests that can damage their crops. Finally, venomous snakes can also be used in medical research. Their venom contains compounds that can be used to develop new drugs and treatments for a variety of diseases. One example is the development of a drug for the treatment of hypertension. This drug was developed from the venom of a Brazilian snake called the jararaca. However, it is important to note that there are also some drawbacks to having super venomous snakes in our world. First and foremost, they can be dangerous to humans. A single bite from a super venomous snake can be enough to take your life. Additionally, they can also be a threat to livestock. Super venomous snakes can sometimes attack and kill cows, pigs, and other animals. Finally, they can also cause economic damage. For example, if a venomous snake bites someone, the person will need to seek medical attention. This can result in lost workdays and medical expenses. Overall, there are both benefits and drawbacks to having super venomous snakes in our world. It is up to us to decide how we want to deal with them. Despite the dangers posed by super venomous snakes, there are some cultures around the world that view them as sacred animals. In some cultures, venomous snakes are seen as symbols of power and strength. For example, in some countries, the cobra is seen as a symbol of power and authority. It is often depicted in art and literature as a powerful and majestic creature. In addition, some cultures have a deep respect for venomous snakes because of their important role in the ecosystem. As we discussed earlier, venomous snakes play an important role in controlling the populations of rodents and other small animals. As a result, they are seen as an essential part of the natural order. Finally, some cultures view venomous snakes as sacred animals because of their ability to heal as well as harm. Some cultures believe that the venom of certain snakes has healing properties. For example, in traditional Chinese medicine, the venom of the king cobra is used to treat a variety of ailments, including arthritis and asthma. It is important to note that not all cultures view venomous snakes in the same way. In some cultures, they are seen as evil and dangerous creatures. However, there are also many cultures that view them in a positive light. What do you think about the Gongshan giant? Are you scared of this snake, or do you admire its power? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Thank you for watching.